Hi everyone, this is Ken,
And I'm Will.
and we are Verdigris Market Garden. We're a off-the-grid micro farm in Columbus, Ohio. We grow organic vegetables, and we have chickens, and we have all sorts of fun things at our micro farm. Today what we're going to talk about is how we plan out a gardening year. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through our master plan, how we plan out those beds. Then we look through our seed inventory and decide what we're going to order for the year. So, are you ready for this?
No, but let's go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. We start off with a blank map of our garden. We created this on a computer program called Microsoft Publisher, if that's important to anybody. But it's an easy way to create diagrams and drawings and whatnot. So we have certain features that are here every year. So we've got our polytunnel here every year. We've got asparagus beds. We've got blackberries and different kinds of raspberries that are permanent, as well as, say, grapes. And then these maps are of our fruit trees around. The balance of the beds are empty. So to create a smart map and then to start mapping out what we're going to be putting in those beds every year, we number those beds. So each one of them is assigned a number. So anywhere down here, like 1, 2, 3, all the way through to, I believe we've got 68 beds in all. And then we're going to be adding a few more here and there as we go through the season, because we're going to be reusing some beds and moving them around. So once we have the map, actually everything that's numbered, we move to a sketchbook. So that sketchbook has the number of the bed on it, and then anything that we've added to it. So this particular bed, we're going to be using some sheep and horse panels to actually create a vertical arch, not terribly high, but a vertical arch to grow winter squash. Then in one bed, we're going to start with a version of corn and then leeks. So for each one of the beds, we go through that process. This one's going to be cucumbers for a couple of the beds. Then this bed here is going to be basil, and then we go through each one of the beds and add to what we're going to be. So finally, once we go through the whole process of working on the sketchbook, we take that information and transfer it back onto a map. So you can see here that I've added in a few things, some additional beds that we are planning to move around. We're going to be taking some cuttings from our elderberries at home and planting them in the ground over there so that we can add an additional crop of elderberries. Then once the types of crops are placed in this, we need to go through our seed inventory to see what we have, what we're going to order, and then if we are going to buy anything that as far as live plants are concerned. We do sometimes buy some herbs that are annual herbs because they take a long time to grow, and then we will then buy them as plugs and then grow them on. But most of them we're going to be starting from seed. So we'll look through our seed inventory, and I'll show you what that is at the moment, and then how we do the gap and where we're going to be ordering from. So here's where we store our seeds year on year. It's a nice airtight metal container. We try to keep it out of the heat and out of the sun as much as possible. But this is where we catalog everything and things that we save year on year. We do have some seeds that we've saved, and then these are the seeds that we still have. I buy when we have when there are sales, when I know I can get volume discounts, that type of thing. We buy those seeds ahead of time at the end of a previous season to save money, or if we have to, we buy them in the year. So we go through our list of things that we're going to be growing. We compare it against the seeds that we already have because we don't want to buy extra. One of the interesting things about the vegetables that we grow is we try to grow everything from an organic state. So if our seeds start off organic, we do organic processes. Those vegetables and fruits and whatnot that we're selling are completely organic. If we can't do that or that's not available, we will go to something that's not organic, but we'll still treat it as organic from the beginning. We'll start off with organic compost or seed starting soil, and to make sure that that follows through the whole life of that plant in an organic fashion. Some of the places that we like to grow from or like to buy our seeds from, of course, Baker Creek. They're great. Somebody very lovingly sent us the whole seed catalog. We usually get the free one that comes every year, but somebody sent us the whole one this year. They are terrific. Their whole ethos of saving seeds and heritage seeds, they are from across the globe. They try to make sure that the interesting, unusual varieties of vegetable are provided in their seed catalog. Oh, that's not a catalog for vegetables, but that's a chicken catalog. We've ordered our chickens for this year too. We also have used Territorial Seed Company. They went through a period of time where they were struggling with GMOs and organic certification, but they are terrific. We do enjoy them. We also use Botanical Interests. They are terrific. They are both non-organic as well as a lot of organic seeds. So one of the nice things about them is, one, we can order it from the catalog, but two, we have a couple of retailers in our area that actually sell those seeds so that we can get them should we not be able to place an order for them. We do get a lot of seed catalogs. We've gotten a few extras here and there. One of the more interesting ones is the kitchen garden seed. It's very good too. They have organic seeds. They denote that they're organic, and they also they focus on kitchen vegetables and things that will be good in the kitchen garden, such as flowers and fruits and whatnot that attract pollinators. So once we go through our seed inventory and we compare it to our plan, we understand what those gaps are going to be. So we create a list, and then we look through the places where we like to shop. So one of the places that I like to buy seeds that actually don't send out a catalog is Renee's Garden. They have very unique seeds. They have different varieties, and they're curated in a way that I like. And they put together different collections of vegetables that are nice to grow, and that appeals to me. Additionally, we order obviously from Baker Creek, and we also go to a place that's reasonably local called Companion Plants. They are in Athens, Ohio, or outside of Athens, Ohio, and they specialize in traditional culinary and medicinal herbs. And since part of our business is creating herbal products, we then grow herbs to go into those products. They are terrific. They are available at companionplants.com on the internet. And then we also have a couple of places that we buy from locally. So one is Demonier's Greenhouse, another is Strader's, and then another one is Oakland Nursery here. So that's how we select how we're going to buy both plants and seeds and to start our garden for every single growing season. I hope that gives you a little insight into how we plan our garden. We have approximately 1/4 of an acre, so it takes quite a bit of forethought and planning to not only plan the individual early plantings, but then whatever successive sowing that we're going to be doing every year. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and make sure you click the subscribe button to subscribe and get more updates from Verdigris Market Garden.